Hello everyone, welcome to Cybrec's Starting with Palo Alto Networks Firewall. Let me quickly tell you a little bit about the content of this series so you know what type of information you can learn from it. Okay, so I'm going to start with an overview of the Palo Alto Networks Next Generation Firewall so you can tell the difference between a traditional firewall and a next generation firewall. Once we know that, we will take a look at key capabilities of a Palo Alto Networks firewall platform so we know what it can do for us and how is it different from a traditional firewall. I'm also going to explain, go over some of the use cases for this NGFW. We will then take a look at the command line structure so we are familiar with the administration performed with a CLI, and then I'm going to show you the different access methods, so how we can connect to the firewall to configure it. This is going to be the GUI. It's still going to be a command line, and we will briefly go over the different types of API for PAN OS. Okay, so once we know the basics, we will move on, and we will talk about the initial settings. And I would say the different components and pieces of software we need to configure as we initialize the firewall system. Okay, so I will want to discuss the different types of interfaces that are available on the PAN OS. We will look at the security zones so we can properly segment the network. We will then take a look at IP routing so we can communicate our system with the other portions of the network. And finally, I'm going to show you all those different things together. We will see how to bring up a firewall from scratch, how to configure its interfaces, how to configure initial settings, and finally test everything with a simple security policy. I hope you guys join me in Cybrec's Starting with Palo Alto Networks Firewall video series, and let's get started. Thanks.